Well, everyone's still talking about Universal's Epic Universe. I'm Dan from ThemeParkNut.com, and today I'm going to run through another theory about this brand new Orlando theme park. So this theory really started out as a rumor before we even got the concept art for this new park. And I'm intrigued by it because it's such an interesting idea for a theme park design. So I want to talk to you about it. Is Epic Universe going to be the first theme park really to have an open hub? So what do I mean by an open hub? Well, there was a lot of talk before the announcement of Universal's Epic Universe that this new build was going to include its own version of City Walk to deal with the resorts that were going to be based around whatever parks end up happening at the South Campus of Universal Orlando Resort. But when getting the concept art, it was clear that there was no City Walk as such outside of the park, but the main hub area of the park had some rather large structures, and some structures that could very easily fit into known restaurants. For instance, there's a building in the concept art that looks suspiciously like a Hard Rock Cafe. But why would you have your large chain restaurants like you do at City Walk inside a park, particularly at a resort that has multiple parks that you can come and go from? Doesn't that make it harder to get to? Doesn't that limit the clientele that can be using those restaurants and entertainment facilities? Well, maybe, but maybe that's not what Universal's going to do. Maybe that section of the Epic Universe theme park is going to be open to the public. It's not as crazy as it sounds, because there have been theme parks throughout time that have had no tickets at the gate. Disneyland didn't have tickets for attendance when it opened. And what the theory is that Universal's Epic Universe is going to be pay to go into any of the specific lands. However, the hub itself may be completely open to the public. Now, Daniel, you say, there is a big structure in the concept art that's out the front of the front entrance of the park. Surely that's ticket booths. Well, let's think about this. If you had a resort that had a very large attraction and you had people funneling through one, maybe two entrances to this particular part of the resort, wouldn't it be great that you were able to run security at those ends, and just those ends, and then allow people into the park? So security check them, but don't require them to pay to get in. That means people could get in to the hub, know that they were safe, know that they could go to any of the restaurants, book any of the shows or anything that are built into the entertainment district there, without having to pay for a ticket to Epic Universe. Then your problem becomes, how do you control entering the individual lands? And maybe the attractions that are based off that Celestial Gardens hub. It's a very interesting question, because we really don't want to see massive queues of people outside Super Nintendo World. But all of the lands that are shown in the concept art have single entrance, single exit. So they could really be controlling entry to those lands in a way that very few theme park lands have ever been able to do, with the exception of Diagon Alley and Galaxy's Edge. So if Universal could control when you enter the lands, how you enter the lands, and take care of security before all of that happens, it might not be that bad of a process to have to go into a ticketing process at the front of every land or attraction that's coming off the open hub. Now again, this is just a rumor and a theory. No one really knows what's going to happen until Universal makes some real announcements about this park. So I'd love to know in the section down below what your thoughts are. Is this a totally open hub that's going to be accessible by people without a ticket to the theme park? Thanks for watching my video all about Universal's Epic Universe. We'll be back on Friday with our regular theme park news in a minute videos on YouTube and as a podcast wherever good podcasts are downloaded. In the meantime, you can check us out on Twitter at ThemeParkNut, on Instagram, ThemeParkNutInsta, or our blog is ThemeParkNut.com. Don't forget to subscribe, and until next time, cheers.